There's a level of discipline that makes people look at you with fear. And today, you'll discover exactly how to reach it. You've seen that person who never fails, who wakes up every day at the same time, does the same things and never stops. While everyone else gives up by the third week, they keep going. While everyone else makes excuses, they show up. And you know what people say about them. That's not normal. There's an ancient system created by Zen monks in Japan that produces this exact kind of frightening consistency. They call it Gyoji, the practice that perpetuates itself. And once you understand how it works, you'll never break a goal again. But there's a catch. This system isn't for everyone. It requires you to kill a part of yourself you never knew existed. But before I show you how it works, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment on the habit you most want to create. This helps me a lot and shows me you're genuinely interested in changing. Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Awakening. This story is about a programmer named Raphael. Smart guy, successful career, but he had one problem. He couldn't stick to a habit for more than 2 weeks. Gym stopped after 2 months. Meditation? 1 week. Reading, bought a book, read 3 pages and forgot it in a drawer. The pattern was always the same. Monday, full motivation. Wednesday, mental negotiation. Friday, surrender. Sunday, promises for next week. He tried everything: habit apps, rewards, accountability partners. Nothing worked because he was fighting something he didn't understand. The architecture of his own brain. Until the day he discovered why. Zen monks can meditate for 800 years, straight without missing a single day. And no, it's not willpower. It's something deeper and much more frightening. Chapter 2: The Secret of the Monks. In Zen temples, there's a rule that seems simple but changes everything. Gyoji. Continuous practice without gaps. Since 1200 AD, every day at 3:30 AM. A bell rings at Ai Temple. And every single day, monks wake up at exactly 3:30 AM. Not 3:25 AM. Exactly 3:30 AM. You know what never happens. No monk lies in bed thinking, should I skip today? That question doesn't exist. Why? Because your brain categorizes commitments into 2 boxes: reversible or irreversible. Reversible commitments create mental negotiation. Irreversible commitments simply happen. When a monk takes his vows, he isn't making a promise, he's changing identity. He isn't trying to meditate. He is a meditator. The community witnesses it. The identity changes. The negotiation ends. A Harvard neuroscientist studying habits found something powerful. When you make a behavior public, your brain interprets failure as a survival threat. Our ancestors who lost status in the tribe died. Your brain still thinks that way. Raphael used this. He stopped making private promises and made public declarations. He wrote, "I am a person who meditates 20 minutes every day at 5 AM for 90 days. He signed it, posted it online, told everyone. His girlfriend said he was dramatic. His co-workers said he was trying too hard. Perfect. Everyone he knew became fuel. Day 3 tested him. The alarm rang at 5 AM. His mind whispered, "You're exhausted. Skip today." But the thought of admitting failure publicly was unbearable. and that pain forced him forward. But a new battle began. Chapter 3: The Internal War. Even with social pressure, Raphael still fought his biology every morning. The declaration ended negotiation, but his body still wanted to sleep. Then he discovered the monk's second principle: non-negotiable hours. Every day, you waste energy asking, "When will I do this?" Morning, night, after breakfast. This drains glucose your brain needs for the actual practice. So he chose 5 a.m. Not because it was optimal, but because the world was asleep. No message, no distractions, no excuse. The goal was not optimization, it was elimination. Eliminating any reason to do it later. Week 1 was hell. But in week 2, his body adapted. He began waking up 2 minutes before the alarm. On day 14, he stood up before he even realized what he was doing. But another problem appeared. He kept changing what he did at 5 a.m. Some days meditation, some days reading, some days push-ups. His brain found a new negotiation point. He'd removed the when, but not the what. Chapter 4: The One Way. You think variety keeps things interesting, but variety is where consistency dies. Every time you change what you do, your brain makes micro-decisions. Push-ups or burpees? Spoke. How long? Every micro-decision is a crack where old patterns return. So Raphael locked everything down. 20 push-ups, 10 minutes meditation, 10 minutes reading, same order, same timer, every day. His personal on-go. 90 days of identical practice. Friends called him robotic. His girlfriend said he was getting annoying. Perfect. By week 3, his mind screamed for variety. This is stupid. You're not a robot. By week 4, the voice weakened. By week 6, he was halfway through push-ups before realizing he'd started. The practice was taking care of itself. MIT research shows that after approximately 66 days, the basal ganglia take over. Behavior becomes automatic. You're no longer deciding, you're simply doing. Day 35, he caught the flu. Day 40, travelled for work. No perfect conditions. This is where people usually give up. Zen monks don't, because they understand. Practice doesn't require perfection. It requires only continuity. Chapter 5: Practice without gap. The all-or-nothing mindset kills more habits than laziness. If I can't do 20 minutes, I'll skip today. But this creates a gap. And gaps let the old self return. Elite athletes have rest days, but rest days are intentional. Skipping because you're tired isn't rest, it's retreat. A river never stops flowing. Even a trickle is still a river. Once IT stops, it becomes a memory. Raphael remembered this. Travel day on day 40. Push-ups in the airport bathroom. Meditation in the Uber. Reading on the plane. Not perfect but continuous. Co-workers noticed. Friends said he was obsessive. Someone said his discipline wasn't healthy. Perfect. Normal people get normal results. But unexpected obstacles were still coming. Chapter 6: Pre-solutions. Life throws chaos. Kids get sick. Cars break down. Bosses keep you late. These moments break consistency because you haven't pre-decided your response. Zen monasteries never stop practice. Earthquakes, Fire's practice continues because the response is predetermined. Raphael wrote every obstacle that ever broke him and created pre-solutions. Rain push-ups in garage. Guest's quiet bathroom workout. Hangover to push-ups, 1-minute meditation, 1-page reading. Each scenario had an automatic response. This removed decision fatigue. The brain didn't wonder what would happen tomorrow. It already knew. Day 70, the practice was automatic. Waking up, doing the routine sometimes without memory of choosing it. Day 90, he completed on-go, but something bigger changed. He wasn't the same person anymore. Friends said his consistency was scary. He saw it. Good. Chapter 7, the transformation. When your discipline makes others uncomfortable, you're finally at the right level. Your existence proves that what they call impossible is simply uncomfortable. They'll call you obsessive. They'll say you need balance, because your consistency exposes their stagnation. But you're not doing it for them. You're doing it because you discovered the truth. Consistency isn't about doing something every day. It's about becoming someone who cannot do it any other way. With the Gyoji System, public declaration, fixed schedule, one unchanging practice, and pre-planned responses. You don't just build habits. You reshape identity. You stop being someone who tries. You become someone who is. People will ask, how does he do that? And the answer will be simple. He doesn't. He is. So the real question is, are you ready for this transformation? Because it requires the death of your inconsistent self and the birth of your unbreakable self. The Gyoji System won't make you better. It will make you different. Someone others call not normal. And when you hear that, you'll know you've finally arrived. If this video changed your perspective on discipline and consistency, subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss future content. And tell me in the comments, what will your public declaration be? What habit will you implement using the Gyoji System? If you watched this far, thank you. See you in the next video.